All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today I'm going to dig in a little bit to a couple of specific things you can do to increase your efficiency in the clinic or with your side hustle or whatever you're doing. So the first is this awesome app called Bluestacks. It's actually a program for your desktop computer, so Windows or Mac. And so what this lets you do is emulate basically having a tablet or phone on your computer desktop. So if you are an Android user, you can download the Windows app and access the Google Play Store to get apps. Or if you're a Mac user, you can get the iOS version so that you can get into your iTunes account to download apps. And so what I mainly use this for is videos and pictures for our Instagram account. And you know that if you are taking videos or pictures on your phone, it's really tough to edit them. And this is a quick way to pull them from your phone or tablet and edit them and get them on your Instagram account. Or even just if you don't like to have your phone out or in the clinic at all, this is a great way to get onto some mobile apps from your computer. So whether you download the Mac or Windows desktop app, what you need to do is download, obviously, Instagram. And then you also need to download this app from the App Store called ES File Explorer. And what that lets you do is pull videos and pictures from your mobile device from your desktop and emulate that they're on your mobile device, so that you can take edited files from your computer and upload them to your Instagram through this Bluestacks. So the File Explorer, and you can see it will snap and look like basically a tablet or a phone. And then you can snap back into a different tab and you'll be back on the desktop. So you can pull files from your desktop, whether you have edited them or not, and then upload them to your Instagram account. And what's nice is every app you open basically just opens in a tab like you're using a web browser. It can be a little bit slow, especially if you're on a slower computer. But so here is the clinic Instagram account on this emulated app. And then I can snap back to the File Explorer and look at files, or back to the tablet. So that is Bluestacks. And like I said, it can be slow depending on your computer. So this is TweetDeck. So if you're using Twitter a lot, you're managing multiple accounts, and you're still trying to use it just through Twitter, please stop. So TweetDeck lets you manage multiple accounts at once. Basically, as long as you have access to an account, you can add it to your TweetDeck. And what's nice is it tiles things here for you vertically. So for example, I manage my own notifications, the ICE notifications, scheduled messages or scheduled tweets for all accounts, and then messages for my account and ICE. And I usually am following a hashtag. So I was following hashtag PopHealthChat last night for the monthly APHPT population health chat. What's great about this is that you can delete the home feed where you basically see tweets from everyone you're following. If you don't want to see that, you can delete it from this entirely, which is great because almost always that's too busy to follow when I'm trying to do other stuff, especially for ICE. So it's free to use. The unfortunate thing is there's not a really good mobile support for this, so you pretty much have to be on a computer, which you're going to want to be anyways if you're doing multiple tiles, especially if you're managing more than 2 accounts. This can get really packed in here. The great thing is you can add and move stuff on the fly, so you can literally drag stuff over. You can delete entire tiles. You can rearrange the way they look, so I can switch whatever I want to make it look better, and then I can always add stuff back in that I have deleted. So you can look at a lot more data here than you can just on Twitter, as you can look at just stuff you're mentioned in. You can look at the regular home tab. You can look at just what a specific user is doing and throw that in one of these tiles. So you can be a lot more specific with what you're tracking when you're using Twitter. And then the last thing I want to show you guys, I got to figure out how to turn screen sharing off. So this is the new default screen sharing for Facebook Live. So now you can screen share without any additional apps. Don't know how to turn it off though. There's no option to turn it off. So I guess I'll just show on the computer what I'm talking about. So if you haven't heard of these are wonderful. So if you've read anything about using laterality training with patients with persistent pain to kind of sharpen up that cortical smudging, NOI group, which is Greg Lehman's group, has flashcards that you can buy, but a full set is kind of pricey, and you also have to pay shipping from Australia. But they have these series of apps called Recognize with an S. So they have 6. They have hand, foot, knee, shoulder, back, and neck. And what's great is they're $7 each for the app. So you can get all 6 for about $42, and you can throw them on a tablet if you have a tablet in the clinic. And they're a lot more powerful than if you just have the traditional laterality training flashcards. So you can see from the screenshots here on the App Store, you can do a traditional kind of just test. And you can set the parameters. You can enter the patient's current pain level. You can enter the number of images you want them to see, and you can give them a time in seconds that they have to choose each image. And the great thing is it does all the data work for you. So you can track a patient's performance over time. So this is really great to make it objective and also to show directly the patient how they've been doing. You know, is their accuracy going up? Is their time going down? Is their pain going down? That sort of thing. And then you can also make it a little bit more fun. So you can, so there's where you can set pain level, time per image, and number of images that they see. But you can also have them do memory matching, and you can have them do speed matching, which is where it gives them a cluster of, I think, 25 images, and they have to, as fast as they can, choose which ones are left or right or both. So it's a great way to introduce laterality training for patients with persistent pain into the clinic. It's cheap and effective, and like I said, it does all the data tracking for you. You can look up a patient's performance at any time. So it's a great way to make it objective, cheap, and fast. So that's all I have for you guys today. That's Bluestacks, a tablet emulator for your desktop computer to get into editing videos or pictures for things like your Instagram account. TweetDeck to make your Twitter experience a lot more organized and efficient, and then the series of recognized apps by NOI Group for both Android and iTunes to introduce laterality training and data gathering for patients with persistent pain in your clinic in a cheap and effective way. So have an awesome Thursday. I will post links to all of these things. I'll post a link to a tutorial about how to get Bluestacks up and running on your computer as well, and kind of how to get started with putting videos and pictures through Bluestacks onto your Instagram. Have an awesome day.